This is the video for F9. We're doing some dividing and we're going to have some remainders left over. So I have some really big numbers here. We're dividing up in the thousands by a single digit number. So I'm going to write the problem this way: 5,257 divided by 3. Now previously we had wanted to divide by 100, 200, 500. Now since we got a 4-digit number, we may be able to do 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. And right away I see 1,000 groups of 3 would be 3,000. And I'm down to 2,257. Ooh, I see I could do a 500 times 3, because 5 times 3 is 15 with 2 zeros after it. I'm going to subtract. Got to borrow a little, don't forget about that. I'm now down to 757. Hey, let's see, 500, I cannot do 500 more. How about 200 more? 200 times 3 would be 600. And I'm down to 157. Can't do 200 more. 100 more would be 300. Can't do that, so we're now down less than 100. I think I can do 50 of them. 50 times 3 would be 150. I'm down to 7. How many groups of 3 and 7? 3, 6. That would just be 2. 2 groups of 3 is 6. And I have 1 left. So I add up what I have over here: 1,500, 1,700, 1,750, 1,752. And my remainders down here. Remainder 1. Try another one. We got 1,257 divided by 4. 1,257. Okay, 4 times 1,000 would be 4,000, so I can't do 1,000. Let's go to hundreds. 4 times, I see 4 times 200, because 4 times 2 would be 8. And then 2 zeros on the end, so let's just go for 800. And I'm all the way down to 457. I can do 4 times 100. It would be 400. And I'm down to 57. So it's got to be less than 100. 10 groups of 4. That would be 40. That gets me to a 17. And now I know it's got to be less than 10, so I can probably just figure this one out. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh, 20 would be too much, so it must be 16. 4 groups of 4 would be 16. I subtract, I get 1. Add it up, I got 310, 314. Remainder 1. Let's try another one out for you. 3,257 divided by 5. Right away I know this one's going to have a remainder, because when I multiply by 5, it's got in with a 5 or a 0. So let's see, 5 times 100 would be 500. That's a lot lower than what I think we can do. 5 times 2, let's try 5 times 200. It's going to be 1,000. I subtract, and I'm at 2,257. You know what? I can do the same thing again. 200 more groups of 5 would be another 1,000. And I'm down to 1,257. I can do it one more time. 200 groups of 5 is 1,000. And I'm all the way down to 257. 100 times 5 would be 500, so it's got to be less than 100. How about 50? 50 groups of 5. Yeah. 5 times 5 is 25 with a 0 at the end. Appended. Love when my pen decides it doesn't want to work. There we go. And I'm all the way down to 7. How many groups of 5 can I get out of 7? Just 1. 1 times 5 is 5. And I got 2 left. Add up what I got: 200, 400, 600, 651. And my remainder is 2. Let's try one more. 8,257 divided by 6. Okay, I'm also sure that this one is going to have a remainder, because 6 is an even number. So whatever I multiply it by, it always has to end up being even. And 7 at the end here is odd. So let's see. We got a 4-digit number. We're in the thousands. Hey, we can do 1,000. 1,000 groups of 6 would be 6,000. Look how fast we got that down to 2,257. I cannot take another 1,000 groups because that would be 6,000. So we're down in the hundreds. How about 100? 100 groups of 6 would be 600. Do some borrowing. We're at 1,657. We can do that same move again. 100 groups of 6 is 600. And I'm at 1,057. Let's go one more time. 100 groups of 6. And we are now at 457. So now I know it's less than 100. Something times 6, it gets me close to 450. Well, let's see, 10 times 6 is only 60, so I think we can go a lot more. Let's try 50. 5 times 6 is 30, append to 0, that'd be 300. 50 groups of 6 would be 300. And I subtract, I'm at 157. Can't do 50 more groups. This time I think I can do 10 groups. 10 groups of 6 would be 60. Subtract. I'm at 97. We can do 10 groups again, which is going to get me to 37. I'm going to bring it up over here. And we were dividing by 6. And I know it's less than 10 because 10 times 6 would be 60. Oh, 6. 6 stacks of 6 toothpicks. 6 times 6 is 36. We got one left. Add them up. 1,000, 1, 2, 300, 50, 60, 76. 1,376. Remainder 1. And by the way, people do not have to go in the same order at all. Somebody may have been better than me and they saw, hey, I can do 300 here times 6. When they were at 2,257 and go, hey, that's 1,800. They could combine some steps. Or down here, somebody may be able to combine the two 10s into a 20. It doesn't matter how you go, just as long as you stop whenever this number is less than what you're dividing by.